All right, so big news, more big horror news. We finally have Pennywise cast in the upcoming remake of Stephen King's It.
Okay.
Bill Skarsgård will be taking on the iconic role made famous by Tim Curry. Right off the bat, didn't even know who Bill Skarsgård was when I heard this.
No, yeah.
Same.
What?
I'm not a big Divergent guy myself, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't know anything about Bill Skarsgård. Immediately,
No.
hit Google, wanted to see what this guy had, going on, what his face looked like, because that's critical to Pennywise.
Yeah.
And I could see it, man. I'm kind of digging this. He's kind of got that creepy, unique look to him. So
kind of like the kid from First Kid.
yeah,
A little bit challenging, huh?
yeah, looks like an older version of the guy that was Sinbad's responsibility in the Disney movie First Kid. But,
Yeah, no,
I don't know what this guy's been in Hemlock Grove. That's a Netflix
Yeah.
original.
Yeah. Hmm.
And then you said he was in the Divergent or whatever the
Yeah,
hell
the
that is.
Divergent movies. He's the son of Stellan Skarsgård. He's in
Okay,
a bunch of
okay.
movies. I think his brother's Alexander Skarsgård. I think is there's a couple of those scars out there.
Yeah, now,
Skarsgård, too.
now this It remake has been in limbo for quite some time. Something we've been hearing about for years now. And I know for a while there they had Will Poulter, who was kind of penciled in to be Pennywise. And I got to admit, I was really high on that idea because that guy's really got the
He's got
weird
the look.
clown-looking face going to
Yeah.
him. Yeah, well, I don't know what happened with that. You said he dropped out?
Well, he was cast, and then the past year nothing happened, so he moved on to another project or whatever. So
Sure. Yeah, so I was really looking forward to that. I thought that would have been a great idea. So a little disappointed when he dropped out, but I got to admit I'm kind of back on board with this. I think this guy's kind of got the look to him. Of course, I mean, no matter who they get to do this, you're going to be compared to Tim Curry. This is going to be like when Jackie Earle Haley did Freddy Krueger.
yeah, yep.
I mean,
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
no matter what, although Nightmare on Elm Street is way better than the original It, which doesn't quite hold up for me today. That was a made-for-TV miniseries. It's not the greatest
Yeah.
film if you take Tim Curry out. It's kind of shitty. So this is a remake I'm on board with.
No, I'm totally down for it. And then I know Cary Fukung, I can't pronounce the fucker's name. The dude that was the director of True Detective was originally attached to direct this, and then I guess probably the same situation as Will Poulter. He dropped, and then they supposedly it's gonna be the director that did Mama.
Okay.
No.
I haven't seen that. I've heard some horrible things about it.
Yeah,
All right. This just sounds disastrous now. I don't know.
and
it's-
I saw
Go ahead.
there's no actual set release date yet for this movie, but I mean, and that's all we've got over the past years is tidbits like this person's cast. Okay, this person dropped. This person's gonna make it. Okay, no, they're not. Like fuck.
It does kind of seem like, over the past, I don't know, couple months or so, it's kind of been steamrolling a little bit, like it's finally going to
They're trying
happen.
to get it to go. Yeah.
Yeah, from what I've read or what I've heard, they're going to kind of do it just like the miniseries was, where it's going to be like a two-parter. The first movie is going to focus on the kids, just like it did in the original series or the TV movie, and then they'll make a second part, which is them as an adult. So,
Yep.
it'll likely be a two-parter, which I don't know. I'm really kind of interested. Like I said, the
If
first
it's-
one's a little bit dated.
If it's done right, I think it could be like a horror masterpiece, like a double feature.
Yeah.
One whole story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You'll have to see if this guy can get on that clown makeup and kind of convey the fear that Tim Curry was able to do.
Yeah.
Because that is the movie's
Well, I
not
was
that
gonna
great.
say that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Like, is it gonna be a present day interpretation of it? Because even then, that's gonna kind of play a role and not be as
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
The reason why
I
it
mean,
worked was it was the 50s or 60s or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
When they were kids,
Yeah.
shit's scary.
And it
Well,
was just Tim
that was
Curry.
probably the book though, right? Like that took place in that
Yeah.
time period. So I mean, if they're adapting the book again,
Yeah.
So
I just hope it relies on this guy actually being terrifying and not just like you see nowadays, a bunch of jump scares and
Yeah.
bullshit like that. I want to see this guy really trying to get into that role, because Pennywise is a scary motherfucker, man.
Mhm.
It traumatized me. Yeah.
Yeah, iconic.
and like you said,
So-
Tim Curry's like hard to live up to. So
Yeah, I mean that's just total iconic, horror role. So
So
we'll
it's either gonna go like two ways. He's gonna try to copy him, and
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "Oh, he just copied him," or he's gonna try to do his own thing, and it's not gonna be as good.
Really,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. It's kind of a lose-lose for this guy because, like you said, he'll either be getting compared or they'll think, "Wow, you fucking, pissed all over Tim Curry's that guy."
Yeah.
So,
Right.
we'll see. Though this has definitely got my curiosity. Something I would go check
Yeah.
out when it comes out. So I'm excited to finally see this rolling a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Let us know down below what you think about Bill Skarsgård being cast as Pennywise. If you don't like that, who you would have liked to see, or what your thoughts are in general on this It remake. Would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.